Welcome to episode 331 of the Geeks for the Win podcast, the tech and gaming podcast from thegeeksforthewin.com, where we cover all things geeky. I'm your host, William McDonald, and I'm joined with my co-host, Stuart.
Known across the internet as Cash Terror.
Alrighty, Stuart, we're back. Man, it's about to start to get crazy as far as
It's
releases.
another year. Well, if you care. If there are games coming out soon that you are interested in, then yes. If not, then you can enjoy everybody else enjoying what they enjoy.
There's a lot of variety of games, I should say. Yeah.
Yes.
You got Resident Evil 2 remake coming out tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
You've got Kingdom Hearts releasing. You've got what else? There's some other game releasing, I think, next week. Was it Crackdown coming out? You've got the Anthem beta, I think. The closed one comes out tomorrow.
Yeah, if you pre-order, you can play next weekend. You can play this weekend. If not, then the open is next weekend, and then the game comes out. Is it the week after that? I think so. No, 2 weeks after. 2 weeks after next.
Was it right after the open beta for Anthem is the beta for The Division 2? And then right after, like a month after, then there's a bunch of games coming out in February, right? Was it February 22nd?
Games are coming out. Every single game is coming out that day, yes.
Yeah, 19 games were announced for that day. They may have switched their dates, but they were announced for that day.
I think a bunch of them went, we're going to move away from each other.
Yeah, and so it's gonna be crazy. I mean,
things are starting to pop off. It's the beginning of the year didn't used to be a game time.
Yeah, it was always like the fall, and then people were like, "We're not going up against the juggernauts."
I guess some developers got smarter and realized, oh wait, if we want to be considered for game of the year, we don't have to wait. Because some really good games have come out within the past couple of years that came out in February, March, April, and were game of the year. So
yeah, so Jump Force comes out in February. The anime Smash Brothers, whatever.
Right, which I am interested in because I saw some of the characters going to be in that. I'm like, really?
Some of it I'm kind of like, what? Okay,
Yusuke from Yu Yu Hakusho.
Oh yeah, that yeah.
And that one I was like, really?
Yeah, I was surprised about the Yu Yu Hakusho one for sure. Cause
yes, that one definitely surprised me. I'm like,
that's anime that's kind of old that people have kind of forgotten about, and it hasn't had a resurgence, or it's not.
I think that might be the only one of those that hasn't had some kind of anything new about it recently.
Yeah. So, kind of interested about that. Anthem, of course. Crackdown 3. I forgot Crackdown 3 is coming out the 15th. That's going to be interesting. Devil May Cry 5 comes out in March. I got a list. It doesn't have everything on here, but it's got some stuff. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. There's too many games, at least that I want to play, that I won't be able to because not enough time, not enough money, not enough, you know, time.
Time. Yeah.
But anyways, what have you been up to?
Well, I blame you. Because last week you talked about playing Realm Royale. So I did too.
I saw you're back on that. Yeah.
I started playing again. I hate the assault rifle and the SMG, just like I thought I would, because hey, they're too fucking overpowered.
They're pretty powerful. Yeah. That SMG is crazy powered.
It's stupid, and I didn't like them when they were in the game before. They took them away. I was fine with that. They brought them back. I hate them again. Blue said One Punch Man going back to our previous.
Yeah.
But yeah, I started playing it again. And I got the season pass. I didn't pay for it though. Here, that's the cool part. I had to pay for it.
How'd you get it then?
Because I was playing it previously, so I got chicken nuggets, and they converted chicken nuggets to crowns, and I just needed 100 crowns to be able to purchase the season pass. So I just needed to level myself up to level 8, which is when you get your second batch of crowns within the free pass. So
yeah, that they need to adjust that, because there's like nothing
they want you to buy the season pass.
Well, I know that, but like a lot of games, like they encourage you, yes, but they still have other like Fortnite and whatnot. They still have like free tiers where you still get some stuff for free and stuff, but like it just doesn't seem like with Realm Royale that the free thing is any good at all.
They don't have enough of that kind of stuff. And honestly, I don't want them focusing on that stuff right now. They still have a game that they need to fucking fix. So, but yeah, and I did get access to the closed beta, but that it is as of today an open beta.
Yeah.
So on
Xbox,
Xbox and PS4. But I did play a little bit. I played a match on console and went, fuck no.
I played some more last night.
And something that I find annoying is, yeah, you got emotes and sprays, and you used to be able to do them in the Zeppelin. But when they brought classes back, they made the same button as emote and sprays, the same as change class button.
That's okay.
It's annoying, and if you are quick enough or have a way to make a macro, you can actually still use your emotes in the Zeppelin before the game. So
I mean, I don't know if it's different on PC, but there's like so much time when you're in the Zeppelin. Like,
that's a bug.
It's kind of ridiculous how long it is.
From I read it today. That's a bug. That when the game fills up, it's supposed to drop down to 10 seconds, which it used to. I know back if you remember when we played, once it filled up, the countdown dropped. but there's a bug right now where that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
But hey, a lot of the match is filled with bots anyway. So
Oh, I've come across some. Yeah, I'm like, oh, there's a dude behind you. Oh, wait, he's not really doing anything. Okay, I'm shoot. Oh, okay, I killed him. Okay, he was a bot.
there's been a couple. I'm like, I'm not sure if I was just killed by a bot or not. That just
Yeah,
you might have been a really good bot. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I
Because
streamed
you
some.
acted funny.
Yeah, I streamed some last night, and I'm gonna download the VOD of that and post it to our YouTube. I streamed for about like an hour, I think. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna start like posting some of that stuff to the YouTube. Why not?
You probably could just stream directly since you're using
Yeah,
Restream.
I should figure.
So
I should figure out how to do that. I should set that up. Yeah, you're right. That
because I don't stream that often. So
yeah, it'd probably be easier. But yeah, it's interesting.
The game's got potential. It still does. It's still got potential. Just
there's a lot more people playing it now.
There's a lot more people playing it now. It needs to figure itself out. And step one is getting rid of the automatic weapons. Just get rid of them.
Yeah, I don't. But what else? Like more times than not, it's like you were playing, and it's like we're in the Zeppelin, and it's like, oh, there's 101 people. What? I'm not kidding. That's like almost every match. It's like, oh, there's 101 people. How isn't it supposed to be capped at 100?
Yeah, I've not seen that. So
Maybe that's just a console bug. I don't know, but
maybe.
it's potential. It definitely has potential. Yeah.
Yeah, and I like the look. I like the gameplay. I like the chicken. Being able to come back.
I like the runes they've added.
The runes are nice.
Like less time, less respawn time as a chicken, faster speed on your mount, stuff like that. It like really
the talent tree stuff. I think that could use some work.
Oh yeah, where it's like,
because
such and such for your ice wall if you're the mage, or
yeah, I play strictly assassin, and one of the assassin talents is faster chicken. And if I get the faster chicken rune too, I'm gone. I'm fucking gone.
and it's kind of crazy how you can like keep picking up runes. Like it's not like you only have one rune at a time, right?
There's a cap. You can carry up to 7 or 8.
I mean, if you're getting okay, I see that. That's a lot though. That's a lot.
Yes, you can hold a lot of runes.
One of each, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because I tried picking up a mount, like another mount one. I'm like, ooh, I can even be faster. Also, oh, no.
Same with wet weapons. Same with abilities. You can only have one of those. So. But
yeah, oh man, I meant to have you watch this clip. I was playing with Pants of Steve and Rare Bishop, and it's a clip on Xbox. I was really impressed with it because it was like the daily challenge or the daily quest were like mine were easy. It was like get 250 shards, place in the top 25%, play 5 matches. We only played 4, so I did one solo, and I was doing some craziness. Like I got down by this person twice, and I juked them, and then I ended up killing them. And I'm like, oh my god, that was like So embarrassing for that person. I should have totally been dead. And I
There's
wish I would have recorded more of it. I don't know if I was streaming at that time or not. I might have. I need to look at. I need to look at it. My the VOD of it, but I was doing really good solo, and I was just like, I just jumped into solo just so I could get that last match, and I was like, oh crap! I ended up getting like, I think I can't remember, but I got a few kills. It was pretty crazy. What were you saying though?
hold on a second. I'm doing a thing. Do that, and then there. Should be nope. There we go.
It might have been a bot. I don't know.
Here's the clip
Now that I'm
for
looking at it,
the people
no,
watching.
like it's. Oh, that's not a bot, right? The person's actually shooting at me, right?
Sometimes I don't know if they're bots or not. Some are. The bots vary in skills, so it's hard to tell.
It's like, oh, there's another dude right there. What?
I think that assassin was definitely a bot
Oh
that was
yeah,
standing there.
but the hunter, that hunter, I think was a real person.
Maybe. It's hard to tell.
But yeah, and then I went on for another kill or two or whatever. And the thing that kind of sucks is like you can down somebody and then someone else can kill the chicken and they get the kill.
Yeah. But I mean,
that was a problem with Fortnite, and they kind of fixed that to where like if you down someone, you get the down, even if someone else gets the cleanup.
Yeah, PUBG has it that way too. So I mean,
yeah,
I don't know. I guess I've stolen a lot of kills from people. So,
which
but
one is it
I guess
you get kills and you get cleanups? Which one is it that has the two?
That would be Blackout.
Blackout. Yeah, I like that because it lets you know, hey, he got the down, but I ended up getting the cleanup, or or stuff.
Right. But I guess this one's different because because in all those other games, when that person goes down, they're down. In this game, you can run around and potentially come back.
And come back twice, like I did. It only showed once on that clip, but yeah, I came back twice in a row.
Yeah.
But yes, I like that though. Or I don't know. It's just just because like when I was playing with the group, it was like, oh crap, the chicken is running away from the person who downed him. Oh, I'm trying to kill him, and then I end up getting the kill, and I get yelled at because because I get counted.
Danny get the kill. Danny
Yeah.
get the chicken. The chicken outsmarted them.
I think that match I had like 4 eliminations, and the team had 5, and they were. I didn't say a word to them because I would have gotten yelled at quite a bit. They would have been like, "Oh, it's stealing our kill." It's like, well, no, 2 of them were bots that I killed. So
it's not stealing the kill if you didn't get the kill. Just saying. Yeah. I guess one way to kind of fix that, at least within teams itself, is if a teammate gets the chicken, then they get the kill. But if it's like another team or like another player that you're running up on, that's
yeah.
I guess that could be a way to alleviate some of the. But yeah, I've definitely seen Reddit posts of people complaining about it, but
or maybe you both get count as a kill, or I don't know. Because that's how Destiny does PvP. Like, if you get a good amount of damage on him and someone else kills him, you both get credit. I don't know. It's a weird problem they have. I don't know what the perfect solution would be.
There is no good solution to that one. Don't know.
Yeah. But it is kind of a problem because, you know, at least like I said, the people I were playing with, they were getting kind of mad because, you know, they would down the person, but the chicken would run away, and I'd be near the chicken, and I'd kill the chicken, and it's like, what, did you want me to just let the chicken get away and then end up killing us? No. Like, I don't know. It's like I said, it's something that hopefully they're looking into, that there's got to be some solution.
Yeah, there is some solution. Don't know what it is, but yeah, it exists.
Alrighty then.
But another game that I've been playing, and instead of, you know, going out and, you know, we talked about last week, you know, I have the tendency of just going to another shiny. I decided to pick up a game that I had dropped before, and it's a game that I loved and still talk about like that I love, and it is still one of the best soundtracks ever. Persona 5.
Okay.
I've picked up Persona 5 again.
I thought you beat that.
No, I didn't. And that's kind of the, like, I want to bend it. I want to beat it.
Okay, I wasn't sure if like you were playing through it again when you said you picked it back up, or
no,
that one of those
although
games people like replay like numerous times.
Well, there is definitely a new game plus element to it.
Okay.
So, but I do want to finish the story. I do want to finish that game. It is one of my shames that I love that game so much, but have not finished it. And it came out 2 years ago. So I picked it back up.
Games, I've always wanted to try them, try them out, but I never own anything that they're on. Seems to always be the issue.
PlayStation 2 and now PlayStation 4, so.
Yeah, I wish it was like, oh, it's on PC as well as PlayStation. Be amazing.
I think some of the earlier ones are. Like, I want to say, like, maybe Persona 2 is...
Yeah.
is on Steam. And that's not... You at least want to start... I've tried 2, and it is nothing like... Like, 3 is when it kind of kicks off. Like, that is when the Persona games actually came on my radar. Because in that...
PS3, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
I'm on Amazon right now. I typed in Persona PS3, and the first one is Amazon's choice, Persona 5, and there's an option for PS3 or PS4.
Well, there you go.
And Persona 4 Arena, which...
That's weird. I typed in Persona 5, or I typed in Persona in Steam, and the first thing that popped up was a Persona 5 costume DLC.
Huh.
For what game? No way. It's a costume DLC for Sonic Forces.
Okay. I guess. Sure, why not?
Hmm.
I can't remember which Sonic game that is, but sure.
It's a 3D Sonic game.
Like I said, I have no idea which one that is because I don't really care about the 3D Sonic games.
I don't really care about Sonic.
I I know. Unfortunately, Sonic has not been good in a while. I mean, I had a Genesis, and the first few Sonic games were really good, and Sonic 1, 2, 3, and then they had Knuckles where you could, you know, it had that cartridge slot at the top that lifted up that you could put
Yes,
Sonic 3. Oh man, it was so good. It was so good. It's just and then they started
see.
to do like the 3D Sonics, and Sonic just doesn't translate well to 3D because when
I tried to play Sonic when I was a kid. I like store kiosks, and a buddy of mine had a Game Gear.
Oh, Game Gear, yeah, I remember playing Sonic on the Game Gear.
And I'm
was
like
magic.
I definitely played Sonic, but I always came my way with it, like, I don't know really why people like this game. I'm just pressing right and holding a button, and things are happening.
I mean, it was the element of speed, and you had to, reaction time, and you're trying to get through the level as quick as possible, but yet you're still trying to grab the rings, and you're still trying to grab the like, get so many rings that when you hit the checkpoint thing, you're able to go to the secret bonus world and do and you're trying to you're trying to go as fast as you can and complete the level as quick as you can, but you're still trying to, somewhat be a completionist at the same time. It was an interesting balancing act with Sonic. And then the co-op when you had it Tails, that was pretty interesting. You could Sonic could jump in Tails, and Tails would like fly him up and stuff like that, and I don't know, it's
just I never got the appeal of Sonic. Just never.
You weren't a Genesis kid though, so
nah.
I was, and I had Sonic, and I played Sonic a bunch, and I think Blue was Genesis. I don't know if he's still in the chat or not, but if I think he was Genesis, and he'd probably get it. You're Genesis, and you play Sonic a bunch, and and the music was really good. Like the music in Sonic.
I will say this: I definitely, it is definitely one of those iconic music stuff.
Third one was done by Michael Jackson.
I've heard that.
It was done by Michael Jackson, but I think
or at least that's
himself.
The rumor.
He didn't credit himself, but something like that. Yeah, I think he didn't credit himself in case it didn't turn out great, but the music was pretty good. Like, I enjoyed it. But yeah, I don't know. It's just Sonic needs to just. I enjoyed the old Sonics, but the new stuff I just never even cared about. And now we got that awful movie that's gonna come out. Ugh.
Boy. Oh boy.
But yeah, Persona.
Persona, yay! Persona. It's a great game. Great game. I really think you would like it because you like Pokemon, you like anime.
Yeah, I know, that's the thing. Like, I hear I've listening to podcasts for what 10 plus years since when I got my Zune and I started listening to podcasts.
Oh no, I think we need to stop doing podcasts together. You had a Zune.
The Zune was good. Like,
Oh.
I like the Zune.
Oh.
It was simple. You were able to, it was 30 gig. My Zune was 30 gigs. I still have that Zune too. I thought about loading
Oh
up
no.
music on it, just using it as a standalone, MP3. But I got my phone for that. Anyways, the Zune was fine. It you could drop it and it wouldn't break. Like it was like just
It
indestructible.
was the Nokia of
The Nokia of MP3 players, yes.
MP3 players.
30 gigs, which was a lot back then. 30 gigs was a lot back in like 2007, 2008. Um, you could put videos on
you can
it.
still buy phones with 32 gigs, so people get by with 30 gigs now.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. But you could put videos on it. Like I said, I discovered podcasts because of the Zune. So, yeah,
Which is funny
yeah.
because it's named after the iPod.
We never would have met, or never would have met if it wasn't for Zune. So
There you go. Okay.
I never would have listened to Uncle Gamer and then been on talked about games in the forums and the game nights and then yeah. So it's all because of
Okay.
Zune.
All because of Zune. Okay.
Anyways, yeah. So, but listen to all the podcasts I've heard. I've heard people talk about Persona, like they geek out over Persona, and it just seems like something I'd like.
You would.
So yeah, I definitely need to check that out eventually.
See, have I done anything else? I don't think so. Oh, briefly, I did. We talked about it last week. Blackout was available for free
Yeah, I
last
saw you
weekend.
on that.
I played 2 matches on PC and was like, nah.
Was that it? Like, or did you play it again on console? Because I
I
thought I saw you on it a
did.
couple times.
I did eventually pick up the uh multiplayer stuff on console, so I did play some
Okay.
Black
Yeah.
Ops. Just regular the multiplayer stuff. So I did do that. So yeah, looking at kind of like some of the stuff that they've got to unlock this time around. Man, Activision just wants money. That's
definitely.
they want money. They're going to give you pittance, and then want you to pay $5 for it. Like, oh, here's an icon, or here's a little here's a reticle.
Reticle dot.
$2,
$1.
please.
No, the reticle dot was $1.
$1 for a dot. A dot.
Yeah. I don't know. I still got a bunch of that currency, that fake currency or whatever from.
I actually spent some of it. I've got like 200 left.
I have 2,500. I haven't spent like anything. I think no. I did I don't remember. I might have bought in one thing in the zombies. I can't remember, but yeah, it's pretty crazy. And there's rumors that it's gonna be like they're gonna launch it, the blackout mode to its own thing. Which might not be that bad. They can still keep on doing because like oh, new Call of Duty and it has blackout, or oh, no, new Call of Duty and it has blackout. Like that I don't know if people are gonna like that or not. Versus, oh, here's blackout. It'll be supported and kept going, and you can just like Fortnite.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't.
I mean, we don't know,
Like,
because this is the first Call of Duty to have a battle royale mode, so we don't know how it's gonna, if next year,
yeah,
this year's Call of Duty, if it's gonna release with its own blackout mode, or if Black Ops 4 blackout mode is gonna be spun off into its own thing, or you know, we don't know.
I cannot stop looking at your dog behind you, trying to scratch itself, and it's annoying you.
Eh, is it being picked up on the mic?
No.
Okay, then I don't care. Yeah, I don't know. She likes that spot. It drives me insane.
It's adorable.
But she likes to lay up there, and whenever I'm gaming or doing whatever, and normally
She just wants to be close.
she wants to be on top. She wants to be like superior, the little dog syndrome. Going to see her brother. Anyways, but yeah, it's going to be interesting how they handle it. Activision is hurting.
Activision is hurting. I can see it. If stuff like this continues, I'll just say this: if stuff like this continues, I can see a backlash the way that EA had a backlash with their Battlefield 2, Battlefront 2.
Yeah, because like they don't have a lot of games, like, to really, if you look at it, Activision doesn't have a lot of games like IPs now.
No,
I was
they don't.
reading an article that was talking about like if you look at Blizzard, or no, you look at it was talking about like from 2000, was 2004, 2005 to like 2010 or something like that. There was like 17 Guitar Hero games that came out, but there was only one Blizzard game, and that was like StarCraft 2. And it was just talking about how like a lot of Activision's, like a lot of their franchises and stuff that they had that made them a lot of money, they're no longer coming out with games. Guitar Hero, nada. The Tony Hawk, nada. Skylanders, no. I mean, granted, they've had the remaster trilogies of Crash and Spyro that's come out, and that's done pretty well. I've heard, but I mean, what else is there? What else does Activision have? They have Call of Duty. They have what? World of Warcraft, but that's part of Blizzard. They have Overwatch. They don't have Destiny anymore. I mean, they're probably still technically getting some from Destiny 2, because contracts still, but
Probably, yeah.
Soon that's gonna dry out. That's gonna dry up. Like, what does Activision have that's coming out?
See, let's look on Activision.com/games.
They have Candy Crush, right?
Yeah, they got King, so they're ranking it in there.
Yeah. They have esports, right? They bought esports, right?
Don't know.
Didn't they buy esports?
Oh, they got that Sekiro game that just came out. Did it just come out, or is it coming out soon? Either way, yeah, they got that. Crashes seems like it's kind of starting up again. Spyro, maybe. Yeah. They've got Call of Duty. That's all they've got now.
Yeah, that's like their only like big thing they have, and you know, their main one, their main, the head studio just, their game already came out. Granted, there's going to be the DLC stuff for it, up until the fall, but there's what's next? Modern Warfare 4, I think that's the rumor. Which studio is going to do that? You know? And if they don't handle themselves right, it's like, like I said, like are they gonna just drop support for Blackout and Black Ops 4, and you have to buy a whole new Call of Duty just to play Blackout? Or like, it's, I don't know, they've got some stuff to think about.
According to Wikipedia, I'm going to name out their franchises. This is Activision Blizzard franchises. Alphabetical order: Call of Duty, Crash Bandicoot, Diablo, Empire Earth, Gabriel Knight, Guitar Hero, King's Quest, Overwatch, Pitfall, Police Quest / SWAT, Prototype, Quest for Glory, Space Quest, Spyro, StarCraft, Tony Hawk, Warcraft, Zork. And then they've also got Candy Crush. Why is Crash Bandicoot on here twice? Okay. Candy Crush, Lost Vikings, and Manhunter. New York. Why just New York? But
what? Okay. Was that adult game? Like it was like graphic as can be back in the day? Is that the one I'm thinking of? Where you could like decapitate like
Manhunter 2. No, I'm sorry. No, that's not it. Because Manhunter 2 came out in 1989. I know what game you're thinking of, and I thought I would have thought you were right, but unless they redid it. I'm reading the plot on Manhunter New York, set in a futuristic year of 2004.
Oh wow.
When Earth has been enslaved by a race of aliens known as orbs. Remember that? Remember that year when we were all enslaved by orbs? That was a great year, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's crazy.
The orbs, who looked like giant floating eyeballs, have implanted all humans with global tracking devices, forces them to wear nondescript robes, and forcing them from speaking or communicating, aka we needed to have everybody look alike and nobody talk, so we don't have to write a whole lot. The protagonist has been assigned by the orbs to track down fellow humans who are believed to be forming an underground resistance. Over the course of the game, the player discovers the orbs are not as benevolent rulers that they claim to be. They are harvesting humans as food source. The player then switches sides and works to overthrow the orbs. Sounded interesting. Available for MS-DOS, Amiga, Atari ST, Apple II, and Apple II GS.
Oh. I'm trying to think what happened in 2004. Besides what you just read. I was in high school then.
I was a sophomore.
Can't remember what happened. Like,
I remember personal things that happened in 2004, but that was it.
Yeah, personal things, but I don't remember like, oh, it was the year this movie came out, or these songs were popular, or stuff like that. I can't remember pop culture stuff. Huh. Anyways.
Yeah. Anywho, yeah, Activision's got shit. That's what we were talking about.
I mean, what was it? World War II did all right.
It did all right. That was the one that kind of picked the Call of Duty franchise back up, because the games before that weren't doing too good.
Yeah, and then Black Ops 4 was a real like, how is this gonna? There's no campaign. There's kind of a campaign element, but no real campaign. But it has battle royale. So it has battle royale. It has it's Treyarch. They're the creator of the zombies mode. So it's got that, and it's got So how's that? And that seems to have gone over pretty well. Like Blackout has, for the most part, it's kind of replaced PUBG.
Mm-hmm.
As far as like second to Fortnite.
Yeah, I think so.
So it's going to be interesting, and we've seen they've done the on PC where they have the battle edition where it's like multiplayer and Blackout only, no zombies. So it'd be interesting if they, maybe that was a test to see like, if they could possibly like split maybe.
They could. I could see them splitting Blackout into its own like service.
Like, yeah, that's why I've been saying.
Not really a like Call of Duty release another one every year, but just a continuing thing.
Yeah, and then they'll still have the Call of Duties coming out every year, of course, because they'll do that. But to have two, you have Call of Duty, and then you have Call of Duty Blackout, or what? Yeah, they probably should stick with the name Blackout. They should, right?
It's been set.
Yeah, like,
so
it'd be weird to kind of change it, but I don't know. It's that's probably their best bet, is to do something like that,
probably,
because there's some people who probably will stick with Blackout because they like Blackout, but maybe they won't pick up the new Call of Duty and because they don't really want to, but having it as a service means the people who want to stay with it will stay with it.
And you unlock stuff if you buy Call of Duty, though. I mean, I'm trying to think of like, they would have to have some way of selling like a season pass. That and
they do it. It's the battle pass. Like all the other battle royale games have.
Yeah.
They just have to do a better job at having.
They just have to have something better than what they got now.
Yeah, they have to have better like skins and better emotes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, was it there? I saw they're having a new mode, or where you could respawn, possibly, in Blackout. Was it I didn't read the article. The headline was like, you'd be able to respawn if your squad doesn't suck that bad or something like that. Respawn in
that's interesting.
Yeah, here we go. Rock, paper, shotgun. Black Ops 4 Blackout will let you respawn if your squad isn't crap. Down but Not Out is set to go live yesterday, so it's out, I guess. The new mode will allow players to respawn with each collapse as long as one of your squad is still alive. That's kind of cool. That's kind of a cool mode. So like if you know you and me are playing and I'm dead but you're alive and you make it to the next circle, it's kind of a refresh for us.
Yeah, that
It's a
just
separate
means that
mode. That's the thing.
I can see a way to cheat in that though. It's like have one guy just hide.
But then again, do you spawn with the same? You don't. You spawn in with probably no gear though, right?
I don't know. In Rome Royale, you come back as a chicken.
But this is
so
like
you have to.
you die and come back to life. Like you're dead, and then the next circle.
No,
happens.
that's what I mean. Like the revive that you forge.
Oh,
you come
okay.
back.
I forgot about
you
that.
come back.
Yeah.
You come back as a chicken, and then you have to wait out the. You have to hope that an enemy team hasn't come to the now active forge and kill the chicken.
You still have all your same gear as
yes.
before you died. Okay,
yes.
That's interesting.
And your chicken count resets as well.
Yeah, this says it's squads only and it's set to stick around till January 30th. That's so interesting. Like that's an interesting mode. Like I like this in Fortnite where they have like the regular standard game type, nothing's changed, and then they have these crazy modes where it's like
Blackout, Sticks and Stones.
Did they do that?
No, that's just a suggestion.
That would be awesome. Would that not be?
They don't have crossbows though, so what could they use as the sticks?
Are there no crossbows in?
I don't think so.
Oh,
There's definitely a throwing axe, so they got the stone, but I don't think they got the stick.
Oh, I never thought about like game types for do a blackout gun game.
Gun game, yeah, there you go.
That would be crazy. That would be or one in the chamber. That would be fun.
Oh God,
that would be
fun. I would suck at one in the chamber.
That would be that'd be crazy. Like make it to where it's one in the chamber, but like the circle automatically is like starts to come in, so people have to, they have to converse together. That could be pretty cool.
Hmm.
And like I said,
they could do that. They already have those game modes. They just need to adapt them to Blackout.
Yeah. But yeah, Fortnite and now Blackout doing stuff like this, and it's like PUBG's never really done anything good with these. No. They've tried to, but
no, this actually come out with just new maps.
Yeah,
which they've definitely got that going for them.
Yeah, but Blackout, they're adding to the maps. They added Hijack, the big boat, big yacht. So that's kind of cool. And who knows? They could change it. And Fortnite, of course, they've always tweaked the maps. Like every season, there's changes that happen throughout the season and stuff like that. But it's interesting. So, but I like having the standalone battle royale mode that you're used to, and then having like a special mode.
Yeah.
And, man, you just you opened it wide up. They could do some crazy stuff because I love some of their their modes, their multiplayer modes, like gun game or one in the chamber or they could definitely do, adapt those to, to work in Blackout. So, but yeah.
That'd be interesting.
So you just didn't like it on PC?
So it didn't feel right.
You were talking about you want it on PC so badly.
I did. And if I would have started and I had not played the console, it just didn't feel right. Like something fell off. And maybe it's my new keyboard. I'm just not fully used to it yet. Because Realm Royale felt funny too. So okay. I'm just not used to having the new keyboard yet. I just haven't played enough games with it yet.
Gotcha. Okay.
Well, that's actually it for me. What about you?
Yeah, Realm Royale. We talked about that. Black Ops 4, but I've been playing some of the zombie stuff. It's man, the zombies is so much fun. It really is. Like there's the Easter eggs.
I'm glad you enjoy it.
It just sucks that I have like nobody to play with. But they put a lot of work into these, into this stuff.
Yeah.
With the challenges and stuff like that. I don't know if you saw the Achievement Hunter video where they started to do some of the Easter egg stuff.
Yeah, I did. I saw some of them.
Yeah, these seem a little less crazy than like the previous games of zombies, like World War II or Black Ops 3, where they were like, okay, we've got zombies is like so popular, we're gonna go all out in zombies and we're gonna make them so crazy and complex and over the top, and where Black Ops, World of War, Black Ops 2, they gradually got a little more complex and the Easter eggs got a little more advanced, but they weren't like, just, oh my god, bang your head against the wall. There's so much, I'm overwhelmed. That's how I felt with Black Ops 3, like with the zombies mode and that. But this one I'm playing with randoms, and of course, there's like the randoms I get matched, they never want to talk.
Why would they talk?
Or they don't have mics or whatever, so it's just like I've just, okay, great, I'm just playing with randoms. I'm so you like I think it's 9, the Coliseum map. You start out with like cutting the little rope or whatever, and you get challenges to do, like get 5 headshot kills in a row or 5 consecutive headshots. Yeah, so
for some reason what popped in my head was you should start now, in order to get people to communicate, just start singing Henry VIII I am.
What now?
I am Henry VIII I am.
I don't get the reference.
It's a song. It's a children's song. Along the lines of "This is the song that never ends."
Oh God, that song!
It goes on and on, my friends. It's the same as that, only it's different words.
Okay. Anyway,
it's in the movie Ghost. That's what popped in my head was Patrick Swayze singing that.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why, but it popped in my head.
Gotcha. Okay.
See, two things will happen. One, you'll get somebody who to communicate. 2, they'll just leave. One will happen way more often than the other, but.
And I look at another thing is I look at LFG. I haven't looked at any external ones, but I've looked at like the Xbox LFG system.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, there's some. It's just, I don't know. Maybe I should just take a chance, but there's a lot of like, stoner friendly, blah blah blah, and I'm just like, oh god, no, I don't want to play with like, like I have nothing against, people who do that stuff.
Must have all achievements. Join.
I've partaked in the past, in marijuana and all that stuff.
Never have.
I've gone to Colorado. Literally, I went to Colorado like 2 weeks after it became legal. It just happened to be the time, but it was hilarious because it was the Super Bowl where they lost.
So but nobody cared.
Yeah. So it was like, well, at least that. At least they have a good coping mechanism. Like, but yeah. But I don't know. There's just something about like, when you're trying to get stuff accomplished in a video game and kind of want the people you're playing with to be a little more alert, and not like too relaxed or too, I don't want to hear bong hits while I'm, that's happened in the past. I've played with people in the past.
Is that any different than all of a sudden hearing the sounds of vaping?
Yeah, I guess that's true. I don't even do that anymore.
But, no, you've definitely cut back on that.
Yeah, I can't even remember the last time. It's been at least a year or so, but and with that, I never even had the stuff with nicotine in it. I just did it because I liked the flavors. That's it. I liked being able to vape and taste like watermelon or stuff like that, or Baja Blast, because I found sites that had that as a flavor, and it was crazy. But anyways, there's that, or like must know everything, will not explain, stuff like that, posts like that, and it's just like,
yes. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Must have all the achievements. Then what the fuck am I doing? Why would I join your?
I'm not a noob. I don't suck. I was hardcore into zombies. Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2. I have hundreds and hundreds of hours in each of those games. Just the zombie mode. I did the Easter eggs and stuff. It's just other games came out and I kind of stepped away, and when I tried to get back into it in Black Ops 3, it was a little too much for me to, it was a little too overwhelming, and now I kind of want to jump back in now, but it's like, you don't have a group, it's kind of tough.
Yeah, I get that. And
but
the
fun,
the LFGIG stuff just kind of, I just kind of got a flashback to WoW, because the WoW people, we even made fun of this, because you see looking for a group, must have finished dungeon on the hardest difficulty when you're playing the easiest.
Yeah, and they're like,
what that doesn't make sense, because why would you do that if you why?
Yeah, and Destiny 1, it'd be like, oh, must have Gallahorn, must have, this, must, like, yeah, must have the emblem to prove that you were, or must have KD of such and such, and, unfortunately, there's
must have KD of 25. What the fuck?
We'll check, because there's sites where you can enter someone's gamer tag and it shows all their stats, and it shows like the most detailed of stats. Like, it's ridiculous. I don't know if you know that, but for games like Destiny and Call of Duty and stuff like that, there's sites where you can enter someone's gamer tag and it shows them, like, it shows anybody your stats, like very detailed stats.
Yeah, there's stuff like that for,
and it's
there's sites like that for Realm Royale.
It's like there's not even a way to get these stats in the game. How are you getting them on this site? Like, there's nowhere in the game for me to go to and see, the kill death assist ratios or the stuff like that, like, you know, flawless games won or stuff. Like, I don't understand how these sites are like, but yeah, they're doing them. It's crazy, but yeah, they I don't know. It's just I like the zombies because it's horde mode. You're killing stuff, but there's also the Easter eggs where you're group of four. It's co-op. You're working together to progress through challenges, and there's not a lot of stuff like it. There's not a lot of modes where you're four players doing a horde mode type thing, and there's also you're also doing challenges together, completing challenges together to progress, and you know there's also the weapons that you're able to upgrade with the pack-a-punch machines, and they get better and crazier, and it's just, I don't know, there's a lot to it that just makes it, it just, I really enjoy it, but I have not found anyone to play with. I've just been playing with randoms, just I've thought about playing solo, but then it's like I'm not getting like solo is custom, and I'm not getting like level ups or stuff like that, and
Mm-hmm.
because they have the zombie, they got like the, was it the elixir point or something like that, where you can buy you know like perks and stuff to that are attached to your like D-pad that range
And
from like
weapon skins that you can use in any other game mode.
stuff like that, yeah. So that's why I've been doing with, but it's I don't know, it's kind of frustrating to play with random sometimes because I'm doing like the challenges where it's like get get 10 kills with your special weapon, which is like the bumper button. You hit both bumpers and you pull out like an axe, or you pull out a hammer or staff, stuff like that. And it's like I'm kiting zombies in a circle, and I have like five, and then someone comes and starts killing them, and I'm like, Don't you see me running in a circle kiting the zombies? Obviously I'm trying to like," it gets frustrating, it really does, but it's still for the most part fun, and I don't know. I need to maybe look at some external sites, you know, some external LFG sites, because I'm sure there's groups or communities out there I could play zombies with that aren't like toxic.
Oh yeah, sure.
And
Yeah.
the worst part is, it's so hard to try to find streamers who do zombies, because you know the streaming sites, they don't really like split up. You know, there's no like, it's like blackout multiplayer zombies. They're all just under Black Ops 4.
Right, yeah.
And unless the person puts zombies in the title, you can't really search zombies, because you know you're only searching for like the title and the person's, the username. There's no like distinctive mode you can click to where it's like, I just want to see zombies mode. So it's kind of hard to like find streamers who just do that, unless, like I
Mm-hmm.
said, unless they put zombies in the title, which sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But yeah, so
Hey, real quick, did you hear? Speaking of streamers, did you hear that Ninja was dethroned?
oh yeah, by what was his name?
Summit 1G,
Summit 1G, yeah, yeah,
which
that
is a streamer
guy.
that I actually watch.
Yeah, he's been around for a while. He used to be a
He's been around for
pro, right?
he used to be a Counter Strike,
Yeah.
which the game that he got number one with floored me.
What?
Sea of Thieves.
That's the dude. See, Or was it last night? I think it was last night. See, there was just as many people, almost just as many people watching Sea of Thieves as Fortnite. Like, I don't know
Like
what's happened,
what
but
the hell happened? I need to start up Sea of Thieves again. Like what the hell has the game changed? Like has the game gotten good? Because I've not seen
or
anything like any
or is
articles
it
written about it that it's gotten good.
one of those campaigns like with Realm Royale when all those streamers started playing Realm Royale? Remember that? Because
Right,
they were getting paid to.
because they were getting paid.
Is that what's happening here?
But here's the thing, though. At that time, Realm Royale was actually fun. At that time, I was actually when it was actually the funnest. But I, I I've not seen anything that the game has really changed Sea of Thieves. So
And
I
people
don't
are
know.
going crazy. People are going crazy at Sea of Thieves, like getting mad at streamers for acting like pirates and doing like
Oh,
despicable
for actually playing the
things.
game, like what the fuck?
Yeah, like I'm
Like what?
kind of like that's the point. You're a
No,
pirate, right?
it's not just people. It's rare. It's rare who's telling streamers, "Hey, be nice." Your game is called Sea of Fucking Thieves. You're playing pirates.
It's pretty crazy.
Okay, what's your next thing? Sorry to derail for a bit.
No, that was definitely it's crazy, that he got dethroned and Sea of Thieves. Everyone's playing Sea of Thieves, or streamers are doing Sea of Thieves now. I'm seeing a lot of streamers play Sea of Thieves, like Destiny streamers, Fortnite streamers. Like, there's a lot, and I'm kind of like, why? The only thing I can think of is maybe there's a paid campaign going
There
around
might be a paid campaign.
because I didn't even realize that was a thing until we found out about the Realm Royale
I
one.
mean, I've watched Summit for a while, and he did from time to time play Sea of Thieves. Yeah, that was a game he did jump into legitimately.
Oh yeah, a lot of streamers have played Sea of Thieves, legit. Because it was, it was a thing to play, and
But
it was a
like
good.
this was before this was well after the game came out and had died.
Let's see,
So I mean,
51.8 thousand viewers right now on Twitch for Sea of Thieves. It is ahead of PUBG, Counter Strike, Dota 2, Warframe, Black Ops 4, Overwatch, Grand Theft Auto, like Rainbow Six Siege, FIFA 19, like it. Yeah, the only games, the only categories doing better is Fortnite, League of Legends, Resident Evil 2, and just chatting.
yeah.
Like, that's crazy. I wonder what's going on there. Like,
And it's funny because even the
and Summit 1G is streaming now.
yes, yeah, I do see that he's streaming, and so is Shroud, but he's playing PUBG, which is probably half of those PUBG numbers. Matter of fact, it's over half. It's almost that entire.
Yeah. There's
Okay,
no other main streamers I see, or at least the none that I really recognize that are playing
here
Sea of Thieves besides Summit 1G. He's kind of.
here's to tell you the PUBG stream on Fortnite has got 49,000 viewers. Shroud himself has 31 of those.
Yeah, see, out of 50, 50
31,000
almost.
streamers out of the 49,000.
Yeah, out of 52, about 52,000 on Sea of Thieves, Summit 1G has 38.
37. Yeah, okay, yeah, round up
I
38.
rounded both up. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So it only takes one or two big streamers, I guess, for the game to rank up, and then maybe other streamers see, oh, this is one of the top games. Maybe that could be a thing. Maybe that could be a reason, you know. One or one popular streamer like Summit1G is streaming a game like this, and then the other streamers are like, "Oh, this is like this is in the top 5, huh? Maybe we should be streaming this." That
Yeah.
definitely could be a reason, I guess.
But he's not actually the top streamer streaming at the moment. I have no idea who the top streamer is. Tifu?
Oh, I know that. Yeah, he's pretty big. He's a pretty big one. Yeah, he's a pretty big Fortnite one. You're right. I recognize the name. I've heard the name, I should say, in the past. But yeah, there's not a.
Wow,
Anyways.
and the Warframe, like the Warframe Twitch channel is the number 3. Wow. Okay, we need to stop looking at these because this does not make good podcasting.
No, not at all. Anyways, though, it's interesting the way streaming is, though. Like,
yes, it's
how the culture evolves and changes. Like, you know, why certain streamers choose certain games, and it's like, why it seems like a group of the of a, a group of popular streamers tend to switch to the same game around the same time. You know,
yeah.
that tends to be a frequent pattern. It's kind of curious why all of a sudden Sea of Thieves. But anyways, um, what else have I been doing? Well, I just streamed today for like 5 hours. I didn't really
Yeah,
realize. I didn't
I
realize
caught like the last maybe 20 minutes, if that.
I didn't realize how long it had been until like I'm like, oh crap, we're recording in an hour. What? But I started to stream Kingdom Hearts 1.5 remix, whatever. It's like when you load it up, it's like Kingdom Hearts Final Remix. That's what Kingdom Hearts 1 is actually called in the actual remix collection. Um, boy, it's been such a hassle to get streaming set up stuff. It sounded good, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh yes,
The
your mix was
all the
fine.
levels. Okay,
Yeah.
I just wanted to double check with you because one of the people I was who was watching, I asked them and they were like, "Yeah, it's fine." I'm like, "Okay, cool, awesome," because you know I've never streamed anything on a PlayStation, you know, from PlayStation, so
Let's say it's better than your Xbox mix.
there were some issues. I think I figured that out. I think I figured that out. You know, from that time you told me that you
Mm-hmm.
watched the VOD and there was some weird stuff there, and I think I figured that out. But boy, I've got to switch settings just to do the PlayStation, and it's confusing, and it's man, I just wish I could just hook it up to the hook it up to the Elgato and it be done. But no.
Sony doesn't make things easy. I mean, they make it easier now, but they didn't.
Yeah, I've got to.
But again, that was I mean, that generation was when streaming took off.
Yeah, that's true.
And they didn't foresee that, or at least foresee that people would like to watch other people play games, and not like, oh, this can play movies. People are going to use this to pirate movies.
It's crazy how they had such insight in certain things that generation. Like, here's the PS3. It's got the power of the cell processor, whatever, you know, revolutionary stuff. You can put Linux on it and use it
But
as a
don't,
computer.
because we'll take that away.
Yeah, they took that away eventually, but still, it was like you put Linux on it and use it as an actual computer, and then you see the stories of like the Navy has like stacks and stacks of dozens and dozens of PS3s that they're using to run servers or processing like just crazy stuff. Like what?
Mm-hmm.
But HDCP, like that was no, can't do that. But
I mean, they're smarter about it now.
and we talked we talked in the past episode about my whole like, oh my god, I've I had this HDMI splitter that all these YouTube videos say is the one to use, but it's not.
Mm-hmm.
And I look at all these other ones that I could potentially buy, but some say it works, some say it doesn't. It's like, oh, it's such a nightmare. Like, because there's new versions of them, I guess, that don't and stuff like this. So it's just a mess. But I've got it. I've got the Black Magic Intensity Pro capture card. It's a PCI Express. Can't remember which one, but it actually hooks into the computer,
Mm-hmm.
not like the Elgato, which is a
Yeah,
USB
it's
cable.
an onboard. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's no delay. So that means I have to take all the settings that I have for Xbox in the Elgato. I've got to, I got to remove all those because, and
What
then
I'll tell you a little trick for the Streamlabs stuff. Just do a copy of profile. It's just you create a brand new profile and then just remove all those settings on that one profile. That way you can actually have two. One for no delay, one for with the Elgato delay.
okay, I'll have to look into that. I think I know what you're talking about. So yeah, okay, that might that'll help definitely.
It'll definitely make things easier.
Yeah, but and then I also had to, since it's was it component, right? That's the, yeah, composites, the
Yes,
yellow, red,
composite's just
white.
only 3.
Yeah,
Component has 6.
I always got those confused. I don't know
Yes,
why. I did though.
I was just the one that sounds. Don't know how to explain it. How I figured it. Yeah.
For some reason, I always thought composite was the good one.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I always got that wrong. I always got it wrong, but now I can remember.
Composite. Okay. Here's how I visualize it. It's only going to work for me and nobody else. Or if it does work for you, great. Composite is a sharp word. Component is a softer word. The softer word is the one that's the good word. Composite, yeah, that's the bad one. That's how I remember it.
It's amazing how our brains work.
Yeah.
If it works for you, that's great.
Yeah, it's just like I said, if it works for you, great. If not, great. I don't expect it to.
The way I figured it out, composite standard def has the S for standard def.
There you go. That works too.
I think that's the way I ended up remembering it. But so yeah, it's crazy how our brains work and we're able to associate stuff and remember. But anyways, I've got that hooked up through the component cables, and for some reason I can only output to this PlayStation monitor or whatever. I think it only does 720. No, it only does 720, I think, through the, I don't know. For some reason it only does 720 when it hooks into it hooks into the card and then out, and I don't know. It was a nightmare to figure out how to get it to work, but I finally did, and it was 720. So I'm like, okay, stuck with 720. No big deal. It's still, I could do 1080i, but that's worse than 720.
Yeah.
Which is doesn't sound like it. Sounds like 1080i should be better because it's a higher number, but
Not
it's
not in
not.
this case.
Yeah, but it's not. It's one of those things where it's like you're just not making it easy on the average consumer, like the casual consumer. You're
Well, look at it this way: you're playing a game that came out on the N64, so
PS2.
N64.
Okay.
Their Kingdom Hearts came out on as well on the N64 as well.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did.
No,
I just looked it up, dude. Dude, I'm looking at a cover at a box. Kingdom Hearts.
That must be doctrine, but because it was a PlayStation like exclusive thing. So many different fan wikis and stuff that it's just not as.
Yeah, it can make it hard sometimes.
Yeah, platforms: PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4.
I swear, I remember seeing an N64 cartridge with the Kingdom Hearts art on it. I've seen it. I swear I have.
And someone made that themselves.
Like in real life, like not even just.
I'm saying
like on the internet. Like I've seen it
because it never came out on N64. Because was it? It came out in 2002. When was the N64?
That would have been around its end.
It discontinued in April 2002. The N64 did, so.
Like I said, at its end.
And Kingdom Hearts came out on my birthday in 2002. Weirdly enough, September 17th. I never knew that. That's kind of crazy. Anyways.
It was on the DS though. Okay.
Well, there were variations on the DS, like was it 358 by 2 days and Dream Drop and all that, Chain of Memories, like all the, these remastered, the 1.5 plus 2.5 whatever stuff. They have 1 and 2, HD remastered whatever, and then they have all the like here's the Game Boy version, here's the DS version, here's, they have those. So yeah. There were DS and stuff like that, but they weren't like they weren't the main ones, they were like side stories and stuff like that.
I'm having a Mandela effect. Like just
uh, yeah.
I've gone to another dimension where
I can see that.
It was never on the N64, but I remember it being on the N64.
Yeah, you could swear it was, but it never was. Yeah. But yeah, so.
All right.
But yeah, so 720, yeah, whatever, it's all right. So that I have to switch to that, and then I can't just video output 720. What I've gotta I've gotta go to I gotta resize the thing for the actual Streamlabs OBS because for whatever reason I lowered the resolution so it's like giant, so I have to shrink it down back to fit the page. I don't know how. I don't know, but yeah, I got to do a lot of different settings, and then I'm gonna
Well,
have to
you
switch.
can output, like you can have your input coming in at 1080 and output at 720. Well, your input's coming in at 720. That's your thing.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, but that just means like for the actual like editor for OBS or Streamlabs OBS, I've got to adjust it accordingly, and because I changed that for some reason, my webcam got messed up, and I had to fix that. And yeah, so it took me like 30, at least 30 minutes to switch everything over. But
Okay. I mean,
Kingdom Hearts.
you did your thing. Okay, I would have probably done it a little differently, but okay.
Well, I'm gonna do the profile thing now that you say
Yeah.
that. I'm gonna, you stream a lot more than I do. You've messed around with this stuff a lot more than I have, so
I've definitely messed around with the stuff a lot. Yes, not really
yeah.
streamed a whole lot, but yes, I've definitely messed around with this stuff a lot.
But so yeah, I ended up streaming for almost 5 hours, and boy, the beginning is pretty slow.
Like I was saying on the stream, not as fast as you remember, huh?
Oh, you saw I was in at least when you were there, I was actually in a Disney World. I was in the Alice in Wonderland world.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good was it? I think his name was Max 1 Trillion. He was watching like almost the whole time.
Yeah, and he's been in this chat before too.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
I definitely recognize the name.
Yeah, he was. Man, I'm gonna have to give me some cough drops, something, or some hard candy, something, cause having to talk that long, man, that that does some stuff to your voice, to your throat.
Especially, you did what I do on these types of games. You actually read out loud, which I think people should do. When there's not
Yeah,
voiceover, give it a voice.
I was so thankful whenever there was voiceover, because I'm like, thank God I don't have to talk. I'm actually encouraged to shut up.
It's usually how I am too. I'm like, thank God.
But yeah, so there was a good like 2-3 hours of just like, okay, here you're on this island now, or oh, you're fighting this for like this is it's basically like introductory slash tutorial slash all in one, like, and it got to the point where Max was the guy in my chat was like, man, this really take a while before you get to a Disney World, isn't it? And I'm like, yeah, it is. I don't remember, I think it was like 3 hours in before we saw like the tease of like the villains, where you're like, okay, here's the tease. There's Jafar. There's Hades. There's Oogie Boogie. There's you know. So that's good. We're finally there now. And then I don't know. It's like, here, choose one of two worlds, and it's like the difficulty is rated by the stars, and I'm like, well, maybe I should work my way from the easiest to the hardest, and I chose the Alice in Wonderland level, which was rated 1 star, and there's a lot of backtracking.
Yeah, it's a JRPG. They do that in those games.
Well, that, and it's early 2000s, 90s, that's just how games were. It was just backtracking. You know, that's just how all games were. You look at Resident Evil 2's coming, being remade. That game, those games, lots of backtracking.
Definitely those games, yeah.
And it seems like a lot of games now, there's just not as much backtracking. you know, is whether or not, besides like open world games, of course.
It depends on the game. Like JRPGs still do backtracking. Open world games, you're just in open world. You just go anywhere. But yeah, you don't see it a whole lot anymore, which is a good thing.
Yeah, and it's a nightmare because my PlayStation controller is like broken. So
yeah, when you said this, I'm like, oh my god, you're nuts.
So I'm using I forget what it's called. Was it like cross something? Cross?
Oh, now that you say that, the name, that sounds familiar.
It's the one that our like other people in our group, our little gaming chat group used in the past. But I've got like an adapter where I would have a 360 wired 360 controller plugged in. I'm using it that way because my PlayStation controller is broken, and that's not the way to play through this game.
No, yeah.
And it's a nightmare certain ways, and I'm not quite sure whether or not it's like the gameplay is just a little dated or if it's the controller, but there are issues I'm having with the controller. Like every now and then it'll just like,
is it X-Pad or Crosspad?
It's cross something. I want to say it was like Cross Battle or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. It's the one that everyone was talking about using because the PS3 controller was just not good with shooters. Back when that was, you know,
Yeah, you keep talking. I'll look it up.
Cross Battle adapter. Yeah, Cross Battle.
Yeah, I just
I'm
found
seeing are a little more complex than the one I have.
I'm just seeing one is just looks like just a USB plug that looks like it attaches where at the breakaway. Oh no, that's just a breakaway.
Ones I'm seeing, they have like ones that are on Amazon right now. They have like a lot more switches and stuff than mine does. At least they. Hold on, let me just go to my orders page and maybe. But yeah, I'm not. There's parts where it's like, oh, we're gonna just pause or it just pauses like randomly. It'll just pause randomly, and I'm like, oh, okay. I gotta unpause, and then oh, it somehow thinks I hit the home button, so it's on the okay. And it's just slightly irritating. Not like
I can see that.
Unplayable, but it happens every now and then, like every 30 or 40 minutes. One thing will happen. Like, well, and like I said, I'm not quite sure if like the gameplay is because it just doesn't feel right on the controller because it's an adapter, or if it's just like the controls are a little dated compared to how games are now.
I could be a combination of both.
Yeah. Which, as I'm playing, I'm like, man, there's some stuff that could be fixed here that in Kingdom Hearts 3 that probably is that, man, would make it. Oh, I can't wait to play that game.
But might not be, from what I can tell. From what I've heard, people are not. They're not hating the game.
There's more positive than negative.
But there's definitely some negative. Like like I said, they're not hating the game, but they're like,
Was it like Polygon is down on it? You said Kotaku is.
Well, the headline of the article is that Kingdom Hearts 3 is an unreviewable game, and that just may be it's the nature of the game.
I don't know. It's still kind of early but for reviews and stuff. But Metacritic, it's got an 89. That's pretty positive. IGN gave it an 87. That's pretty good. There's 21 critic reviews so far on Metacritic. So there's not a whole lot, but there's some. A lot of these sites I've never heard of. GameSpot gave it an 80. GamesRadar gave it an 80.
Giant Bomb has a video out on it, just early impressions, and they don't do really game reviews. They just do like, here's the game, here's how we feel about the game.
Yeah, quick looks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm trying not to get spoiled. Like, the story stuff, I'm not too worried about. I'm sure I can not be spoiled from that, but it's this was it. This Disney franchise is in it. Oh my god, I don't want to know about some of that stuff. I want some of that stuff to be kind of kept secret as much as possible.
You mean you don't want to hear that Frozen is in the game?
Well, that was like one of the first release trailers, right? Yeah.
That's how I know that.
But, like, who knows what could be there? I'm sure there's a few that they haven't, that they didn't announce. That'll be like, oh my god, that's kind of cool. That was in there. Like what was it? Playing through 1 and 2. Some of the crazy surprises was like Tron. Oh my god, Tron? That's awesome. That was really fun. I remember.
Yeah, but also back then, like, the internet was different. That's also
true.
a thing. It was a lot harder to be spoiled back then. Like, you had to actively look for that stuff back then. Nowadays, you can just accidentally be spoiled in the clickbait title of an article.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm trying. Yeah. But I'm hoping that the first 2 remix HD whatever stuff will come to Xbox eventually.
You would think
because
that if a game
10 and 10.2 are coming to Xbox One. And those are ones where they've had remasters of those on PS3 and then PS4, and you thought,
PC.
okay, PC, stuff like that, where you're like, okay, it came out on PS4, so I guess it's not gonna come out on Xbox, but now it is, like a year later or whatnot. So that gives
with
me
this
hope
game,
that
with this game with 3 though, was like, maybe like for like the for the Xbox people who have only had an Xbox, maybe have like a DVD or something with like all the cutscenes from the first 2 games, so the story.
I think there's supposed to be like some kind of like recap at the beginning, or some movies or something. I saw something about some secret movie or some movie you can get in it, or something. I don't know, but I think that was the plan, that they were gonna have some kind of recap to help, because that story can get pretty complex.
I
Just
have
one
no
and
idea
two.
what the story is.
Just one and
And
two alone. And then you add all
I've
these chain of memories, 3 something something divided by 2 days, and then dream drop something, and all these.
from listening to like Jan from Giant Bomb. He's like, yeah, I know the story and I can't tell you what it is. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, it's confusing as hell. I have no idea what's happening in the game.
yeah, because there's all these, like, the main two. I kind of vaguely remember some of the story from the main two, um, but I never touched the side ones. The PSP ones, the Game Boy one. I think there's a Game Boy Advance one, the DS, 3DS. Like, like, it's just, when you think about it, it's kind of crazy that they split, like, side games into all those different handhelds.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like they had, oh, okay, here's the DS version that's also on the PSP. No, it's like, this one's just PSP, this one's just DS, this one's, Game Boy
Right.
Advance. I think there was a Game Boy Advance one. Yeah.
How could there be a Game Boy Advance one and not an N64 one? Seriously. Come
Yeah,
on.
Chain of Memories was Game Boy Advance in 2004. So, yeah, that's, yeah. But, yeah, I don't really, I might eventually play these random side ones, but I mean, if they bring this remake collection on, like, the Xbox One, I'll probably definitely play through them.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just planning on playing through, like, one, and then I'll have to pick up two maybe eventually, and then I definitely want to get three. But that's three's the game. You know me. I've been waiting for Kingdom Hearts 3 for so long, and
As long as I've known you.
yeah, like, I'm looking over my key ring, my and I've got a keyblade keychain even on my key ring over there. So if that tells you anything, but so yeah, the but the craziest thing that happened to me, my car broke.
That sucks.
Yeah. So I'm kind of told I'm trying very hard not to get spoiled on Kingdom Hearts 3, because I'm gonna have to wait a bit extra for that,
It,
because my radiator, like, like, kind of blew up.
that kind of stuff happens to me. I was like, all right, I finally saved enough money to do this, and car. Fuck.
Yeah, pretty much. And I don't know. It happened. It seemed, yeah. For me, a lot of bad stuff happens at, like, the worst times.
At like those times.
Yeah.
I eventually did get rid of that car, but now it's like I can't even get my hopes up to saving some because now I just got a constant car payment. So
Yeah. So that's another reason why.
I feel you. I've been there. I feel you, man.
Yeah, that's another reason why I'm playing Kingdom Hearts 1 again, because at least I've been wanting to play through this. You know, um, I've been waiting till I can actually stream it, because I kind of don't want to just play it, but I kind of want to stream it, because I'm not good at playing single player games. Like, I'd much rather play multiplayer or co-op. But if I'm streaming, at least in theory, I'm, like, have people in chat. I can,
Mm.
and I figured this would be perfect time to do it because there might be people in chat who show up because they're wanting to watch through because Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming out.
Yeah.
So it's kind of keeping me going because, I have so many games where it's like, I need to go back and finish that, but it's a single player game. But I have, I could be playing this game that's multiplayer, this other game that's multiplayer, this game that's multiplayer co-op that I can play with other people, like I've got a lot of single player games that I need to finish that, or even start. But yeah, I'm doing that right now. Yeah. Were you about to say something?
I was gonna say that it's 24 on Twitch, but no, that's Kingdom Hearts 3. Trying to see how high up is this Kingdom Hearts 2. I'm surprised it's not higher up.
It was earlier when I was streaming it. Oh no, here it is. Kingdom Hearts 1.5 plus 2.5 remix. It's right behind Smite. It's ahead of Realm Royale. 3.1.
Okay, yeah, there it is.
Technically, mine's only HD 1.5, but it's part of 1.5 and 2.5, right? So I have it listed under that.
Okay, see, that's what I went looking for.
Yeah, because the 1.5, it looked like nobody was really watching that, but it's the same game, so I just have it listed under that. But so yeah, I'm doing that, streaming that, and I'm gonna be continuing streaming through that. Um, I got through all the tutorial stuff. I got through the first world. I'm kind of a little upset because there's some stuff in that world that I'm not sure if I missed or if I have to come back to unlock. Because it's I'm not sure if it's just I was stupid and I didn't realize because it took me a while to get through that first level because I had to okay, I've got to go back to this. It's like, oh, I got to go to this, I got to do this, I got to do that, I do this one thing and then I have to go all the way back to this place that unlocks something else. Then I've got to go to this other thing and do this one slight thing that unlocks in the same room, and there was a lot to that level. Like there was a room called like the Bazaar Room, and there was like 3 different versions of it. And there was like a plant. There was like a flower that you gave a potion to. There was a bunch of flowers that you gave like potions and stuff to, and it would like drop you stuff. Or there was one that made you giant, so you could do something in the world. Because Alice in Wonderland, you
Right.
makes you giant, makes you small, stuff like that.
I remember that. And then you're walking on walls, and yeah.
Yeah, and there's one flower's like, hey, go to the Bazaar Room. It has the answers, and it's like, I did not say Google.
Nothing. You said hey, and that was as far as that was sounded.
Wow. And it's on the lock screen too. It was turned off, so that's kind of weird. Anyways, but it'd be like the Bazaar Room has the answers, and it's like, okay, which bazaar? I'd go to one, and I'm like, I don't see anything, and then I'll go to another one, and it's like, okay, there's enemies spawning, so that means
I'm in the right place.
Progress, right? It's not just hopefully the enemies don't just spawn each time you enter the room, right?
Or maybe they do.
But there was like a couple chests that I wasn't able to get to, and there was one flower that when you hit it, melee it or whatever, it says like shock me. So I'm thinking like, oh, do you have to use like the like lightning ability? Because you get fire and blizzard magic. Is there like a
Mm-hmm.
you know you have to use the shock? And I'm thinking, okay, so maybe one of these plants drops the ability, or I don't. And it's like I finished that world, and it's like I never got through that. So do I have to come back? Is this one of those? You gotta
You got to come back later.
come back to 100% the game type of thing. Like that kind of
Yeah,
bugs
you're
me.
gonna need that if you want the special keyblade, the best keyblade of the game.
Yeah, so that's like that was definitely something. And like I said, I was just like, oh my god, there's just there's it was definitely an experience. But I'm gonna be streaming that for the next few days at least. Um, at least finish through one. I'm not sure how long it's gonna take me. I don't remember how many worlds there are, but it should be at least a good few more, you know, multi-hour long streams, I would say. Because I'm not gonna be able to get Kingdom Hearts 3, but I've gotten myself psyched for Kingdom Hearts, so this is the closest I can get right now. So
Mm.
I'll be streaming this, so people definitely be sure to you know like I always say, follow us on Twitter. Stuart's at Casual Terror. I'm at Geeky William. We'll at the GeeksFTW. We normally tweet out whenever we stream and stuff like that. I'll definitely I definitely have it set up to tweet every time I click the stream button, because Restream does that. I
Yep.
just have to make sure I like change the title in Restream.
Yeah, that's whenever you see a wrong title, that's what happened with me.
Yeah.
I forgot to go to the social page and change that.
There's 1.6 thousand people watching Pokemon Crystal.
Is there a Pokemon uh, Twitch plays?
I don't know. Pokemon Crystal Speed Rocky Speed Run. That's the number one with 1.5 thousand viewers. Okay, so that's most of it.
Yeah. There's not
I
much
remember
more than that.
Crystal. I like Crystal. Crystal was good.
Never
That was
played that
the
one.
that was the yellow of Ruby and Sapphire, right?
That sounds right.
Or Diamond and or no, Gold and Silver? Was that the yellow of Gold and Silver? Was Crystal?
I don't know, because like I went Pokemon Blue, Pokemon Yellow, then I skipped a fucking bunch and started again with Heart Gold. So I skipped the
Yeah, okay, yeah, that was the Gold and Silver one. Okay, yeah. That was
so I
the
skipped
one.
like Ruby and Sapphire and
Oh,
actual Heart.
I've played almost all of them up to like I think I played X and Y, but I never played X and Y 2 and Black
There was an
and
X and Y
White.
2. There was Black and White 2.
Was it okay? Was that okay? That's what I'm thinking of. I played one of those maybe, and that was it. I never played the Sun and Moon. I don't think.
I didn't play Sun and Moon.
I think I played the demo of that back when
I did, yes.
Yes.
That I did that as well.
I did not like that. But yeah, I played all
Yeah,
the Pokemon
there were some things
like,
about it I didn't like, and there were some things about Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu I didn't like. That's why I didn't buy that. But I'm praying that what I want is in that Pokemon Switch game.
Hopefully.
That is supposed to come out this year.
I kind of hope they have like you know how you can like for a lot of the remastered games, you can click the button to switch it to like the old graphics.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be kind of cool if they have like their new graphics and then they have a mode where it's like the old style Pokemon. You can play it
Yeah.
like where it looks like it's the old style of Pokemon. Like that'd be kind of cool. I like the old style of Pokemon.
Yeah, it had, yeah.
See, a lot of people like don't get Pokemon. Like they think it's just for kids. Pokemon's like one of the most RPGs ever. Like it's
Yes.
RPG in its purest.
Yes.
Like it's the Walter White made RPGs. Like it's pure stuff.
It's pure, yes.
There's the Breaking Bad. I made a Breaking Bad reference in my stream because it was like, what was it? It was like, you're the one who answers the door. You're the one who can open the door, and I'm like, but who's the one who knocks?
Yeah, there you go.
That's Breaking Bad. You never watched Breaking Bad, did you?
I didn't finish the final season.
Oh, you need to do that. They're coming out with a movie, at least one movie, I think.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, I think it's gonna. I don't know who all is gonna be in it. I think Aaron Paul is gonna be in it.
Bryan Cranston.
That's more likely than not, but yeah.
That'd be a spoiler.
It'd be interesting to see how they continue that story, the way it ended. But yeah. Anyways,
turns out it takes place about 30 years in the future, and it's actually his kid who looks just like him.
I don't know. But which one, Aaron Paul or Bryan Cranston's kid?
I don't know. Aaron Paul's kid. I know Jesse had a kid.
I mean, maybe he has a kid in 30 years.
I was thinking of I forget his name.
Walt Jr.
Walt Jr.
Yeah. Oh, it's about Walter White's baby girl, who was like 2 when the show ended, or 1. I don't know. She was a baby, but yeah.
But unfortunately, she looks like Walter White.
Wow. Anyways,
some bad genetics. Okay.
We're getting sidetracked there. Wow,
we've gone for 2 hours. This is going a long episode of just us talking shit.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So car broken sucks, and I'm reminded how much the public transportation here sucks. Bad. Like the buses only run till like 7.
That would suck.
That's like
I've never used public transportation ever. No, I take that back. I've used the subway once, and that was in Toronto.
Yeah. See, it's gotten worse because I used to have to, like, as a teenager, I would take public transportation, to go like the mall and stuff like that, and get around town, and like, oh, okay, the bus would run till like the last one would leave downtown at 8, so 9 would be the cutoff. Now it's like 7, and even on weekends which it used to run, on Saturdays it would run longer. Now it doesn't. I think it's even shorter. It doesn't even run on Sundays, and it's like, God, this is just bad. Like,
yeah, see, I grew up in a town where the public transportation, the bus, it only stopped at like you know, the grocery stores and stuff, but then would only pick people up and drop people off at nursing homes.
Yeah, that's kind of bad too.
Like there wasn't, it just didn't exist because there wasn't a need for it.
Yeah.
So I didn't grow up in a town big enough to have a need for it.
Gotcha.
Now I definitely live in a place where, you know, I see Uber and Lyft everywhere.
Oh yeah, that
and actual yellow cab taxis, and you know, actual buses all over the place.
Taxis have always been here. Uber and Lyft, I think, finally got here, but that gets expensive.
Yeah, that can get expensive.
That can get pricey. Like, but
I finally did Uber Eats.
Oh, you did?
Day. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Was it my sister was here, just play games, stuff she doesn't have, and I was like, you know what? Hey, let's get something to eat. It's not going anywhere though. Let's try Uber Eats. All right, let's get Steak and Shake. Okay. Worked out fine. Fries were old though, but they tasted like they were old when she picked them up though, so that wasn't her fault.
Gotcha. Okay. But yeah, so that's that it's like my car broke, then had to resort to public transportation and ended up having to walk to the bus stops and walk from because of course there's no like easy way to get to where I have to go. It's like
no,
there's a lot of walking, and then I come across a dead pigeon. Like it was just dead. Like it was not deformed. There was no like it got hit by anything. It was just dead on its back, and I'm just
like it just fell out of the sky dead.
It just died. Yeah.
I think I've seen some apocalyptic movies that started like that.
And I'm just like, this is one of the grossest things, and just is fitting with my day. Like, wow. Just not having a good day, ending the week pretty bad. But this all took place yesterday, Wednesday. So yeah, but that's about it, I guess. Did a couple Destiny raids, and I recorded that last night. I streamed. We ran through 2 of the raids, and I'm gonna post that up on our YouTube, just so maybe people who haven't played Destiny 2 or whatever, they can see how the raids are, because that's the best that's the best content in Destiny. I've always said that, the raids.
Mm-hmm.
They're not too long. They're pretty quick to get through, so I'm gonna post those as well tonight, hopefully. But yeah, I know I've been talking a while, but I've got no like news to talk about, so yeah, it's just you
okay,
as far as news goes.
That's fine. I got some news. EA has done shit, or I should say some not done shit. It came out sometime last week, a week before last, that they canceled another Star Wars game. And people have been starting to wonder, and I even saw a Jimquisition about this, whether EA should still hold the fucking license, or whether they should give it up and let Disney just kind of do what kind of LucasArts did, just kind of what, anybody can anybody can make a game, just but this one, this put the nail in the coffin for me on that EA should not have the exclusive license anymore. Reports have come out now that BioWare, part of EA, tried and failed multiple times to start up Knights of the Old Republic 3. Or maybe even do a remaster of Knights of the Old Republic. What the fuck, EA?
Now, to play devil's advocate real quick, I did hear, I think I was listening to the IGN Xbox podcast. They were like, maybe since, Disney kind of said all this stuff's not canon anymore, maybe that kind of makes it a little more difficult.
Old Republic could still be canon. There was no reason. In my heart, Old Republic is still canon because it takes place so far in the past, thousands of years in the past from when the movies take place.
Yeah, but that's on Disney. Disney decided that.
There's no way that the Old Republic stuff could not still be canon. And let's face it, the Battlefront games are not fucking canon either.
Oh, of course not.
Having non-canon games, you can do that.
Yeah.
But people have come up with images, and I tried to look for it because actually that was going to be my topic, was just should I have EA hold the license, and then I saw this of when of the time that EA has had the license and the number of games have come out from them, and that same time period from the LucasArts was putting out games, just the same time period. And like LucasArts had Knights of the Republic, Pod Racer, just Shadows of Empire, all these great Star Wars games that we all loved. EA, the remake of Battlefront, and then the disaster that's Battlefront 2.
Was the first Battlefront a remake?
They're both remakes. There was already a Battlefront and a Battlefront 2.
Yeah,
those games already existed.
I don't know.
Whatever.
I never really played them.
There was already a Battlefront and Battlefront 2 that were phenomenal. I loved those games. But I read that they tried to do it and EA said no.
Yeah. I hear you. Like, they pretty much all they've done is put out, Battlefield Star Wars Edition.
Yes. That is all they've done with the license. And cancel every game being made. And then the latest one, they canceled it saying, well, we just want another game to come out quicker so we can make it a games for service or one of those type of games.
We want a game to come out. We want it to come out quicker by 2020. It's like, wait, how long did you have this original game? How long were you working on this one, and it still wasn't going to come out by 2020? Like, that kind of doesn't make a lot of sense.
Well, the last game was actually using assets from the last game that they canceled.
Yeah, I did hear about that too.
So Respawn still has their game for now. So
it has Jedis in it. That's all we know, right?
Yeah, it's got Jedi in the title.
That's what they said at E3. Like,
yeah,
Jedis. That's it. That's all they told us.
It's kind of all they were ready to announce.
But it seems crazy that there's no Star Wars games, and
the height, like right now we're having a Star Wars surgence of popularity, and there's only these two games,
and they've canceled a bunch.
They've canceled more than they've put out.
Yeah, was it 1313? People were so hyped for that.
Yeah, and the game, the Visceral, I think it was, the game that was recently just canceled, was using assets from that game. That was the game that they were using from.
So I don't know. It's it's baffling.
Now,
It really is.
now that I've shouted all that, it could actually not be EA's fault.
Okay.
It could be Disney.
How so?
I've heard Disney. Well, it's come out in the past, like years in the past, and even now, Disney's a bitch to work with. Like,
Okay.
to be, I'm surprised that there's another Kingdom Hearts game coming out. Like it, because I've heard in the past that the people who have made the previous Kingdom Hearts game has said no more. So
Okay.
I've heard that Disney is not good to work with, and I can see how they could not be fun to work with if they're going to be under the Disney title, because it's got to be all family and all nice, all happy and nice. Everything's good. Your dog wanted you, man.
Well, you said all nice family, everything's good, and right when my dog jumps from the bed to my chair. Kind of perfect timing, but yeah, so I don't know. It's kind of crazy how like there's just no Star Wars games. Like they need to put something out, like
a shitty tie-in movie game. Come on, something.
Like we've gotten, more mobile games than anything.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like I guess before I don't know. It was EA that did the Force Unleashed games, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those were good. I enjoyed those.
I think that was EA.
But it wasn't before Disney gave them
No
the sole license, right?
No, the only thing that they've done with that license is Battlefront and Battlefront 2.
And Battlefront 1 did all right, and then 2 kind of.
No, Force Unleashed was THQ.
It was? Huh.
Mm-hmm.
I thought EA was the publisher. I guess I was wrong. Huh. But yeah, those were fun. I enjoyed those. And those I wish were canon, like what's the term? Head canon? My head canon. Those are in my head canon.
Right, like like mine includes the Old Republic. Looks like EA has only done the Battlefront games. Like they did the original Battlefront games.
It's crazy. But yeah, I don't know. It's hopefully we'll get more. Hopefully something will happen. I kind of hope Disney will like. I kind of hope they'll take it back, and just contract it out to whoever,
Yeah.
I think that's the best way for us to get good Star Wars games.
Yeah, or at least have, something more than, than money, give me money.
Yeah, that's true. Alrighty, what else you got?
Two of them are great. These last two are just fantastic. You know those farming simulator games?
Yes.
You know of them. I should say that.
Yes.
Would you? And I know you would. Pay money to see those tractors racing across the screen in an in an esports style fashion, farming for a competition farming game. I know you would love to see an esports farming simulator league. I know you want that. You've told me this in private. I hate to call you out on this, but William has told me in private that he loves those farming simulator games, and he would pay thousands of dollars for a esports league. Well, good news, because it exists.
God, man, I got the press release for this, like the press email, and I'm just like, what in the what? No. Why? How?
That's a how.
Who thought this was a good idea? The fact that the fact that this is a yearly franchise is baffling enough.
Yes.
Like, I think I have farming. I have one of the farming sim because they sent me a code like a couple years ago, and I was just like, why not? I'll whatever. And I played it for maybe 10 minutes, and I'm like, no, this is no. This is everything I don't want in video games. This is what I didn't even know existed in video games. Ugh. Was it 200 prize pool for season 2 up to 250,000 euros? I think that's euros.
See, according to this article from Engadget, the first season of Farming Simulator will consist of 10 tournaments that will take place across Europe. Competitors will go head-to-head and a chance to win up to $280,000 in prize money put up by the developer.
Okay, because this says 100,000 euros.
Once the regular season has concluded, the teams with the most points earned will gather at FarmCon 2020 to crown the Farming Simulator champion. The winner will take home $110,000 in prizes.
No, that's not a thing. That should not be a thing. FarmCon 2020?
You don't want to go to FarmCon?
No. Like, no. That should not... Who thought that would be a good idea? Why is this... What? How is this... How is this a thing?
Apparently Giant Software thought that was a good thing.
I just... Okay.
And you know that that Logitech, it's right there. Logitech right there is going to be part of this, because if you look on Logitech's G site, that's their gaming division. There's our farming controllers. All the buttons and switches you would find on a tractor. So you know for a fact that I will watch this.
I'm sure you will.
I will watch this because I want to know what the fuck they do. I want to know what this is, and I will not watch it again. I'll watch it once. This is a one-time viewing.
That's more than I can say for me. I mean, I'm not even going to give it that much.
I can guarantee you that their first tournament that they stream or whatever will have high viewing numbers. Their next one, not so much.
I mean, high in relation to what this is.
I'm saying millions.
Really? Okay, that's interesting.
I'm gonna see a lot of people are gonna like, what the fuck is this? And they'll watch it once, or they'll watch it for a couple seconds to see what they actually do, and then they're done. And that's me too.
And now watch next week we'll be talking about Summit 1G is streaming Farming Simulator.
I think he has. Pretty sure he has.
Oh wow. It's the number 2 game on Twitch.
I gotta look now.
Ugh. See it. I'm on the page and I'm scrolling down.
See, Farming Simulator 19 has 445 viewers.
Yep. So it's doing better than Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion.
Ouch. That's a game I streamed recently. Oh no. Oh no. I'm on a stream. I don't want to be on a stream. Okay. Yes, Farming Simulator League exists. It's a thing. I will keep you updated.
I'm sure you will.
I will keep you updated. Now for another bit of this is weird news. A indie developer has DCM'd itself. DCAM'd itself. That's the And there's a good reason for why they did it. And this is not something I've not seen anywhere on any major news websites, which I'm really surprised because this is really weird news.
Were they hacked?
No. They had this is see, what's the name of the company? Ammobox. Ammobox Studios. They put out a game called what do I have up on the screen? Xmas Sees the Frontline. And it was being published by the Game Wall Studios. One word, by the way. And the publisher, they put out the game. And usually when, a publisher puts out a game, they take their cut and then give the rest of it to the developer. That is not what happened in this case. In this case, Game Wall Studios took it on them that their cut was 100%.
Okay.
They took all of it. And ghosted Ammobox Studios. Completely. So, Ammobox Studios put out a DMCA. I've been saying it wrong. I just now read it. DMCA on Steam for its own game. To take it down. Or to stop sales or whatever. Until they can... And they did eventually get control of their Steam page again. They got into their Steam page, which was only accessible by the publisher, and managed to, revert the funds or whatever, however is done on the back end, so they get the money from the Steam sales.
Okay. Oh.
but they are still, in the legal process of doing whatever to the Game Wall Studios. But the game is now back up on Steam, and the sales are now going to the correct place.
That's good.
But it's just a what the fuck story.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, one of those on paper, that's what's got to be done, but it's still like make you do a double take. Like, wait, what? Oh, okay.
And the only thing that I really found about this is on Reddit, there's an AMA by one of the game devs on the game dev subreddit. And there's an edit. There's a second edit that says this. Secondly, I have had two separate developers who was published by the Game Wall Studios contact me. And apparently they've done that to them too.
Okay.
So the Game Wall Studios is probably on the run. Probably in some non-extradition country now. This all took place in the UK, by the way. These were UK developers and their UK publisher.
Where's Snowden? They're probably heading there.
He's in Russia. They're in Russia. Oh, speaking of Snowden was actually in the news recently, and it was hilarious.
Oh, really? Okay.
What Snowden did is, there. What Snowden did recently is he bought a plane ticket from wherever he is in Russia to, I think it was Cuba. So all of these journalists also just filled out the rest of the plane. They bought all tickets for the rest of the plane. The journalists all get on board. There's an NPC. Plane takes off. It was Snowden's seat.
Wow, he trolled. Wow, I was expecting you to say he bought a ticket to I don't know, somewhere in the U.S. and trolled the government.
No.
But he trolled the media.
No, he trolled the news reporters. That's great.
That's pretty clever.
That's hilarious.
That's good stuff. Anyways, that's it though, right?
That's it.
Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot of news. I couldn't find a whole lot.
No, but hey, we managed to fill out this podcast.
Yeah,
this is one of our longer podcasts
we have done a recently. Gift for talking. We definitely do. But alrighty, be sure to check out our website, thegeeksftw.com. There's links to Twitch, YouTube, Mixer, Twitter, Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. That's the best way to keep in touch. Stuart's at Casual Terror. I am at Geeky William, and the website's Twitter is thegeeksftw. That posts, just follow those three, and you pretty much get notified whenever anything happens.
Especially that one. Yeah. Especially the Geeks for the Win one. That one will definitely get you whenever we go live.
Yeah, when we go live and stuff like that, and so yeah.
Or the best place to see when either of us go live, really though, is our Discord. Our Discord, yeah. One that has us both on there.
And there's a link on the website to our Discord.
thegeeksftw.com/Discord.
Yeah, there's that too. So
Easy to
be
remember.
sure to follow that definitely. And if you join the Discord, you know, say hi, ask us questions, whatever. Because I've always got Discord. I've got Discord on my phone. That's how Stuart and I like contact each other.
Yep.
So yeah. And I guess that's it this week. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
So Farming Simulator 19 is there's 500 or 454 viewers. There's like
Mm-hmm.
300 something viewers on Battlefront 2. That's kind of crazy. But it makes sense. I mean, it makes sense that there's not that many on Battlefront 2, but the fact that something like Farming Simulator, I mean, that I don't
Right,
understand.
yeah. Jeremy Dooley is streaming Kingdom Hearts. Isn't he in Australia right now?
It says Cat ventures again into Kingdom Hearts, so that's his wife.
Oh yeah, okay. So she's streaming on his account. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's her. Okay, yeah.
For some reason it's
clicked on it.
taking. I ended the recording and Twitch decided to not work anymore, so it's taking forever to load anything. Just close Twitch.
Wow, there's only wow. There's only 242 people watching Spider-Man on Twitch.
That's surprising.
Yeah. I think there'd be more. Like,
yeah.
there's more viewers on Guitar Hero 3 Legends of Rock than there are Battlefront 2.
Oh.
Guitar Hero 3.
Well, I wonder if it actually is Guitar Hero 3. Because here's the thing. I discovered a game that might be it's called Guitar Clone, where somebody has just remade Guitar Hero for the PC, and people can upload their own tracks and own
That's cool.
Yeah, this one person has Clone Hero or whatever it is, and it has under Guitar Hero 3. Yeah, I thought it was Guitar Clone, but maybe it's Clone Hero.
Man, there's a movement for the Guitar Hero games back on the PS2. Like, there's a program where you could use and you could, download files and stuff like that and burn it onto a DVD and you upload that into the, you had to like soft mod the or where you switched the discs out at a certain time, and the actual game with the disc that you burned, and you were able to like get your own songs and stuff like that. I did that for once. I remember I had one of the songs I had Michael Jackson's Beat It. I was playing that on Guitar Hero on PS2. But this seems a lot easier because it's straight up, you don't have to do any craziness.
Crap, who have been like? I kind of fell down a YouTube hole watching this one streamer. So I can find. Can't think of his name. Oh, Jason Paradise. Have you ever heard of him?
No.
He's got a very distinct laugh. People have compared it to Betty Rubble, and I agree.
Okay.
Yeah, just here's his channel. You just see just all
Okay.
see what's a good one. Oh, this one's funny. It's a fairly odd parents theme, but it's not.
I'm looking at that one. Yeah.
Yeah, you should watch that one. That one definitely shows you what Clone Hero is all about.
Yeah. Interesting.
And I'll give the credit. There's one track. It is a 3-hour track of all of the hardest guitar. It's one song after the next of just like the hardest guitar solos ever, and it's 3 hours long.
I don't doubt that. There's people who like to put themselves through stuff like that. They're like, oh, I do through fire and flames on expert blindfolded. Like, okay. Not sure how people can do that, but okay. You've got to basically just memorize like when to press the buttons.
96,000 notes.
Yeah. This seems like a rabbit hole type thing. Yeah.
With a 1-minute break halfway in between.
I'm good.
The video is not 3 hours long. It's like 14 minutes long.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I'm good as far as they can have fun with that.
I'm not gonna be doing there's in the thumbnail. There's a before and after. That's accurate.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go. It's 9:30. I'm hungry.
Yeah, I was about to say I need to get me some food as well. Alrighty, I'll talk to you later.
See ya.